I purchased a new 2019 Tiger 800 and well, the mount. There is no practical mount to load up or attach your phone. So what I've decided to do, I've got the bike in the background there, okay, and Harley's going ballistic. He's hearing someone talk, he's going, how come I can't come out? How come I can't come out? What's the matter? What's the matter? Come on. Good boy, good boy. There's nobody there. There's nobody there. Good boy. Okay, so what I've done, I've come up with an idea. I'm going to design a mount, which I think will be okay. I've taken the screen off, as you can see, it's there. So what I'll do is I'll just put this on the pedestal over there, and you can watch what I'm doing, I hope. So let's see what happens. Harley, there's no one there. Okay, so I've got a aluminium bar, right? I want it to be 3mm thick so it doesn't vibrate much, I hope anyway. We'll see. If it doesn't work, I'll just chuck it in. So I'm going to mount it on the last nodule of the screen, the very bottom one. I don't know if you can see me, the very bottom one. I'm happy to lose that last one. I think there'll be enough clearance to mount this thing. With a 1-inch ball on it. You know what that is? A ram mount. So I'll just mark it where I think it should go. Alright, so I've marked that. I'll cut it. Just put this on the ground so you can watch. Harley, that's enough. Back up here, just make sure you can see what's going on. Put it a bit closer maybe. Okay, so yeah, that'll work. Yep. I'll give you a look at what I've done. Okay, so you've got the bottom, can you see it? The bottom nodule, or noggin, whatever you want to call it, slot. Cut this, and I'm going to just sit it underneath that. See that? Don't worry about this being aluminium, I'll paint it all black so it's not that obvious later. So what I'll do is I'll drill a couple of holes there and there. I can mount it up. It's pretty firm. And the only reason I'm mounting it to this is because it's fairly solid. I was going to mount it to there, but that vibrates. This looks like a better deal. Okay. Okay, so I've just outlined where the hole has to be, and I'll go and find some screws and drill a couple of holes and come back. Okay, so the first idea was going to work because it's so low. The ram mount is going to be too close to the cowl on top of the TFT screen, so you're not going to be able to put the clamp on. So what I'm doing is I'm trimming out these sections so it can actually go higher, right? So once it goes higher, it's still going to be on the last nodule, but it's going to bring the centre part higher, which is going to give me clearance for the ram mount to put the clamp on. Okay, so I'll just trim that out and I'll be back. Okay, so, alright, you've got to bear with me, this is the first video I've done. That's the end result, okay? So, goes like so, but what I've done as well is I've put a kink in it. I don't know if you can see that. Just put a kink in it to give it a bit more, just to give it a bit more lift forward, to give it a bit more clearance where the ram ball will be. So what I'll do now is I might just give this a bit of a shape so it looks better. Get rid of the sharp edges. Don't worry about the scratches, we're going to sand that out. And then I'll come back once I've mounted it. I'll drill the holes for the bolts. It looks like I'm going to use 8mm bolts. 8mm in Imperial, it might be 5/8, I'm not even sure. So 8mm bolt will fit through there. The washer will sit perfectly in the back. And then once it's all right, if I'm happy with it, I'll paint it black, satin black. You won't even notice it, I reckon. What do you think? Alright, we'll see what happens. Okay, so I've trimmed out the corners, drilled out the holes, 8mm hole. I don't know, these bolts are probably 15mm in length. Fits nice and snug. Look at that. Perfect. Okay, so now, when I go to put this on, let's have a look from here, maybe. So, let's assume that's bolted on. There's enough clearance there. So that should work okay. Alright, what I'll do is now I'll just sand it with, I don't know, wet and dry, something fine, just to clean it up, make it look respectable. And then we'll give it a paint of satin black. I think will just be perfect. Okay, check back in about 10 minutes. Okay, so the next step, I've drilled the holes. It's all sanded, ready to paint. Good enough, the paint will cover those little fine scratches anyway. I don't know if you can see it. I've drilled the holes. Got a 3mm, well, it might be a 4mm bolt through there. A washer, spring washer, and a nylon lock. I think they call the nylon lock nut. See that? Okay. So what I'll do is I'll paint it, assemble it, and then I'll trim off those bolts so they're nice and neat, and then we'll put it on. Whatever. Think it's coming out okay so far. If I don't like it, I'll always chuck it in the bin. Okay, guys. So this is the end result. I painted the bolts black as well. I trimmed them off just to make them look a little bit neater. So if we put it on here, looks good so far. So we'll assemble it. Can you see that? This took me, I don't know, maybe an hour. We've had all the mucking around, playing with the dogs in between and all that, and painting. About an hour all up. Okay. Okay, end result is the end result. Got enough clearance, still a gap in there. Looks about right to me. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. That's a quad lock attachment. Oh, looks almost stock standard, doesn't it? So it came from the factory. Oh, I think it's a keeper. Well, I mean, okay. There it is there. I think it actually looks quite nice. Okay. Well, that's it. That's one job done. Oh, and by the way, I put some new Rocks anti-vibe risers. They're quite nice. They're quite nice. Hello? Yeah, I haven't tried it out yet, but they're 2-inch risers. Pull them back a little. Looking forward to taking it out for a quick spin. Anyway, until next time, arrivederci from Melbourne, Moz from Oz. Bye.